I never know how to start these.
Well, we should have thought about it before you started recording.
Hey, I'm Potroast Mom, and this is a woman I found outside, and Rocco. And today we're here to offer you more words of advice, words of wisdom, more conversation that passes the Bechdel test.
Oh, yeah, we're really good at that because
Literally the best at that.
we don't like to talk about men.
And we don't.
No.
But we love you, Rocco.
Yes.
The only man in our lives.
Literally.
Grinch fingers.
Yes.
Grinch fingers.
We love the
And tiny.
Grinch.
Do you want-
We are not the Grinch.
True. I could have been the Grinch, though. I could live up on a mountain.
Oh, you could. And not.
Like away from town, yeah.
Yes.
And he walks around naked.
I actually just saw the Grinch the other day.
Really?
Mhm.
Did you love it?
It was great.
What do you like? Christmas with the Cranks?
Yes.
That movie.
How'd you know?
You in college used to say, especially when you were under the influence, I do not like movies. The only movie I have ever liked is Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks and Kicking and Screaming.
Okay.
Holiday movies I have seen / like Love Actually,
Mm-hmm.
which people debate if that is a holiday movie or not.
Mm-hmm.
It 1000% is.
Mm-hmm.
So Love Actually.
Fawcett loves things that looks like a dead animal.
Come on. Love Actually, The Holiday.
The Holiday.
Have you seen that one? It's where
With
someone lives, I think, in London and someone
Cameron
lives
Diaz.
in LA and they swap houses.
Yes.
That one is so good.
I like that. I like Jack Black. He's one of the guys in it.
I know. He's okay.
Okay.
What,
But I didn't pass the Bechdel test. I literally already failed it.
That's so embarrassing. Christmas with the Cranks and National Lampoon Christmas Vacation.
Oh, I've only seen that once.
Oh, we used to watch it every year as a family, or we still do, I guess.
Yeah.
And then finally, Elf.
Elf. Love Elf.
Yeah.
You know, the Kansas City Symphony did Elf.
Oh, that's fun.
They play it on the big screen and then they play the symphony along with it.
Oh, we should go.
It's over. And I'll...
Okay, we'll try next year.
Yes, we will.
But yeah, those are all the holiday movies I've seen.
Yeah.
What about you? Any other ones?
I just like How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's like all I like. I haven't thought about Love Actually in a long time.
After Practical Magic, that's our favorite movie, Practical Magic.
Of all time.
Love Actually is second for me.
Yeah, Love Actually rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Who's one of the actors in there just said he thinks it's a bad movie?
Oh, what's the main guy's name?
Hugh Grant. Did he say that?
I have no idea.
I think he said that.
Well, let's not make up things.
I love to make up things.
Okay, I have prepared some questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should start with those.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this going to be like Vogue's 70 questions with Potroast Mom? Oh, Vogue's 70 questions with Taylor Swift. They
Yes,
said, what is your favorite food? And she said, if calories didn't count, chicken fingers. That was her legitimate answer.
If calories didn't count, it would be like a donut Oreo sandwich with a block of Colby Jack.
Yeah.
Colby Jack cheese.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
some mayo on top.
Butter.
All the butter.
Sticks and sticks
It wouldn't
of
just be chicken fingers.
Yeah.
I eat those on the daily.
Yeah. I love a chicken
Okay.
finger.
Well, I didn't prepare 70 questions for you. I prepared 12.
That's fine. I like to look into the camera like I'm on The Office. Mhm.
What is your favorite age that you have ever been so far?
Wow. That's such a good
Yeah,
question.
thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I like being 28.
That's your answer.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite age I've ever
Oh,
been.
wow. Okay.
Because my childhood did not slap. And being a teenage girl,
Does not slap.
I was just thinking about that because my cousins are teenagers.
Yeah.
There is nothing on this earth that would make me be a teenage girl again.
Like 13 to 17.
Any of it. I wouldn't even want to be 21 again, even though that's an adult.
That is not a teenager, but yeah. Okay. I kind of liked like 11.
You liked 11?
I don't know. Yeah, just being a kid.
Your parents are nice, though.
That
That makes a big
Yeah, I
difference.
like my parents. I like
Yeah.
my parents. Name a woman.
Wait, I just thought of one for you. Name a woman. Reba McEntire. Name a woman.
You know, I
I've
don't know.
thought of Josephine, the American Girl doll.
You know, I know you've seen this TikTok trend, and so I just thought that you would say my name.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to say your name?
Well, you've seen the trend.
Why did I think about an American Girl doll?
I had one.
Which one?
I had one, which I think means I had a good childhood. Did you have one?
Yes, I did. So that's not a
That's not
clear
a-
indicator.
That's not a-
But I had Josephine with like the dark hair, and
I had her too.
there's no way.
I don't actually know, but they're for sure in my parents' basement, so I will check. And
You
let
had more
know.
than one?
My sister had one, and I had one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
I'm so curious about sister culture.
it's great.
I know. I saw this TikTok that was like, how would you know what to do if you didn't have a sister?
I guess you hope you have friends.
Yeah. That's why I didn't know a lot of stuff until I went to college. You know?
Gosh, yeah.
My question for you is, what is your Roman Empire?
That's a good question.
I know.
Okay. I just said one earlier today, didn't I? I said that's my Roman Empire.
No, you were talking about a TikTok you saw that was someone else's Roman Empire.
But it related.
What was it?
I think for sure my Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I love about the Roman Empire trend was that it was all these men, right? Started with all these men being like, yeah, I think about the Roman Empire, which I would like to say I asked multiple men in my life that question, and they all said, I don't know, I've never thought of that. So I
No.
think that was all fake.
Yes.
And then I really loved on TikTok when all of these women started coming out with their Roman empires, and it was like they were so deep and real
Yeah.
and true.
Yeah.
And so I think the one I saw the most that I think about is the being skinny.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Such like the woman's experience.
Yeah. We could talk for hours and hours because in college we joined a Weight Watchers group. There was us, and the town we went to college in was really small. So it was just like really old university staff workers and retired people.
Yeah.
And it was such an experience.
Yeah. So once a week, if you guys don't know how Weight Watchers works, once a week we would go to the local community building at like noon on a Tuesday, and we would weigh in, which is so horrible. Like I can't even. We would weigh in, and then our lovely leader would give us a look of happiness if we lost weight and a look of sheer disappointment when we would gain 6 pounds.
And we were college kids, so we were violently hungover and like
constantly.
Just
yeah, not good. Yeah, we basically just binge drank and then ate cottage cheese to balance it out.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But then then we would sit in these meetings where they would teach you about.
She had the big like poster board, and she would like flip it up to this week's meeting topic.
And we would sit next to like Carol, who was 67, who ate a can of corn for lunch because it was 2 points or something.
And she's trying to lose weight for her daughter's wedding, and
I don't miss that.
No.
I don't miss that. That was
no.
bad.
No.
Yeah, we did that for, I don't know, a year probably.
Yes.
If not longer.
We spent so much time in that building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't honestly.
Throwback to Weight Watchers.
I think my.
Yeah, what would your Roman Empire be? Mine is definitely the being skinny thing.
I think about my stomach and like how my stomach looks literally no matter what I'm doing, even though like when I'm alone and like I'm like, oh my God, I wonder how my stomach looks doing this. Although I did just see this TikTok about how sucking in your stomach weakens your pelvic floor. I don't know if that's true. I don't want to be reiterating misinformation, but that is a good reason to not suck in.
Yeah, because our pelvic floor is very important.
It is.
I'm not really sure how or why, but it is.
Again, me either.
We'll Google that.
Sauce.
Rocco. Oh, here they go.
Ooh, shush it. Calling, what did the comment say? Call it faucet buddies microaggression.
Yeah, it's just what I call everybody.
Yeah.
Your buddy, my nephew is Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy the elf.
Buddy the elf.
Buddy the elf, what's your favorite color?
Black.
Black. I'm trying to think of the other TikToks I've seen of like what my Roman Empire is, you know?
Oh, another one that a lot of women say, which I think is so true, is like about, it's not funny, about like walking like alone on the street and being killed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're constantly on alert when you're walking down the sidewalk.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that one is, like, a huge one.
Yeah. You know what quote I think about a lot? The quote that's like, the father and the daughter make fun of the mother. They talk behind her back. They make jokes at her expense. This solidarity does not save the daughter from the mother's fate.
That was really deep.
Yeah, I didn't invent it. It's a quote I saw once, and I just and I didn't say it word for word. I'm definitely misquoting it a little bit, but
Well, that was good. You know something I miss? Tumblr.
You don't have to miss it. It's still there.
Well, it's not the same because we in college were very into Tumblr, and we would just like lay in bed and read Tumblr posts constantly.
Yeah.
We should read our favorite poem sometime.
Yes, we should.
These gloves.
I still have you don't have to wear them. It's free to take them off.
Okay. My next question.
Peace sign. Okay, I'm ready.
Savory or sweet?
Sweet. Every day of my life, forever.
People that say they don't like chocolate, it's so confusing. It's like, are you just looking for attention?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same kind of thing as when like one of my uncles will just eat the stems of grapes. And I feel like it's because he wants us to be like, what are you doing? You know?
I have never heard of someone doing that.
It's the same kind of like strange attention-seeking behavior. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm like, people don't really think those things.
It's like when people say they don't like cheese. That's fake.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of different types of cheese.
Yes.
And to hate all of them is confusing.
But aren't there people, I guess lactose intolerant people?
Okay, lactose intolerant people are allowed to say they don't like cheese. But if you're just a normal dairy-fearing citizen.
Dairy-fearing. Yeah, I just bragged on my Instagram story about how lactose tolerant I am.
And that's so mean because that is so hurtful. That's my Roman Empire, thinking about cheese every day and not eating it. All right, next question.
Next question.
What is your favorite memory of us?
Wait, hold on. I just thought of a question I was going to ask you.
Oh,
but okay, favorite memory of us.
Yes.
I can remember being in my old car, a 1995 Honda Prelude.
Which, if you guys don't know what that kind of car is, it's miniature.
Yes.
It
was so low to the ground.
It was so low to the ground, and it could fit on a sidewalk. Because one time the car...
That's my Roman Empire.
One time we were in the car on a sidewalk. Okay, go ahead. We won't elaborate.
I just want to say they shouldn't give licenses to teenagers, you know?
We were probably 20, but...
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but you probably think that was us.
I still sometimes feel like a teenager. Okay, favorite memory of us. I would say being in that car, driving kind of like at dusk, fall.
Okay.
Pumpkin spice lattes, Taylor Swift playing.
Yes.
Deeply sad because of our choices in college, to go to college, to
go
to
college.
Engineering school.
Yeah, engineering school.
But just like singing, and we had the little sunroof open.
I love that.
I don't know if it's a specific memory or it's more like I can remember doing that more than once, you know?
Yeah, it was like, it's what I feel like we did it every fall. We had the pumpkin spice lattes.
Yes.
And T Swift.
Yes. And remember that one time I took you on a hike?
I do.
And we
which is funny because now I am a hiker.
I know.
But I just want to say
me to hiking. Yeah. I was in the depths, you know, introducing you.
Next question. What is your favorite sauce? Unrelated to your cat. Sauce it.
If you think about this for even 15 seconds, you know exactly what my favorite sauce is. I'm a honey mustard psycho queen.
Well, I knew the answer.
Also,
but did they know the answer?
No.
And I think that's something important to know about you.
Yeah. Although I do just want to reiterate something I said earlier while we were at lunch. An aioli advent calendar.
It would be iconic.
It would be amazing.
God, it would be so yummy.
It would be so yummy.
And every day you could try the aioli, and then you could make something to put the aioli on.
Yeah, or you could go get fries every single day.
I was just going to ask you what your favorite thing to dip in aioli.
Any kind of
Any kind of potato. A French fry is like superior.
Yeah, I love a home fry. Honestly, I like an aioli on like a sandwich of some sort.
Honestly, an aioli on a breakfast sandwich is really good.
Yes.
Or like a spicy mayo on a breakfast sandwich, which is like kind of an aioli.
Yeah, that's what I had today. The chipotle aioli on the breakfast burrito.
They stole my idea.
They really did.
If you could be any type of animal besides a cat, what kind of animal would you be?
Even though I really, really, really fear the ocean as a person, I almost feel like I would want to live there.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I would like to live inside the ocean if I could.
Yeah, a sea-based creature. Although I think the scariest animal available is killer whales, orcas.
Yes.
So I think I would like to be one, yeah.
I think that's a great choice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And they like live in pods and they hunt sharks and
yeah, that's a good one.
They just sank boats. Learned how to sink boats, which I love. I would love to sink a boat.
They just sank boats?
Yeah. They did like the synchronized ramming of like a yacht and they sank it.
Why would you tell me that? Now I can never go on my yacht. What is your favorite Taylor Swift song? I know, it's hard to pick.
Right now, it's like based on like what mood I'm in. You know, I feel like I have a favorite one for every mood.
That's a true Swiftie right there.
You know what we should transition into?
What's that?
Gaylor songs.
Dress.
Dancing with Our Hands Tied. We got to move off Reputation. Right Where You Left Me.
Yes.
We just listened to that in the car.
Yes, we did.
What else? Gold Rush. You didn't listen to Folklore or Evermore.
Don't tell everybody that.
I wouldn't. I'll bleep that out.
Next, these are going to be a little rapid fire. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Describe faucet in 3 words. Go.
Loud coupon's friend.
Okay. Describe Rocco in 3 words.
Old and stiff.
Old and stiff. One of the words is a conjunction. Okay. Now describe coupon in 3 words.
Beefy, fluffy, loud.
I would like to be described as
Beefy.
Beefy.
Her Roman Empire will never be being skinny because I've never encouraged her to be smaller.
Good. She does not need to go to Weight Watchers.
She does not.
No, no one needs to.
She does not. You know when you hear about something that you did in the past and like all of a sudden in the back of your brain, it just like unlocks a vault of like
memories?
Yeah, of memories. That's happening to me on the things I saw in Weight Watchers meetings in rural Missouri.
Missouri. As the Rulians say. Yeah, not good.
What about if I showed you?
Yeah, show something interesting. Spice up our life.
What if I showed you my last screenshot?
How about I just go through your screenshots?
That sounds very, very, very dangerous. You know what's crazy? I don't actually know if there's anything crazy. I screenshot myself a lot to make, what's it called? Like thumbnails.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I do that. I also, the number one thing I screenshot is books when people post about books.
Oh.
So I'll screenshot someone posted on their story about a book or someone posted a TikTok of a book.
The crazy thing is that I screenshot so much and I have never gone back and looked at my screenshots.
Never. I even made, oh, look, I took this screenshot of me and Coupon.
Oh, that's a good one.
I made us like a folder to put all my screenshots of books in it. And I made the folder and I put them all in there and I've never looked at the folder.
There's so many books to read. There are so many books to read. It's overwhelming. People recommend books. I add it to a list. But then by the time I finish a book, I don't know, that day someone recommends one, so I get that one. Or someone hands me a book. Or I bought 3 at the bookstore, so I already have a book to read.
Although I did screenshot this TikTok, I'm just thinking now that I did send it to you, my Roman Empire is my bestest friend in the world, doesn't wait for her oven to preheat ever, because if the oven's hot, it's cooking the food, she will not take no for an answer. She thinks it's a scam and won't believe otherwise.
Yeah, preheating an oven is a scam.
You very famously admitted on my talk show that you do not preheat your oven.
On my talk show.
On my talk show.
I'm wearing the talk show glasses.
Yes. They were $8 at Walmart. You know what else I also have been screenshotting this year?
What?
Christmas gifts. These are glitter bombs that can go in any drink.
Ew.
Yep.
How many photos do you have on your phone?
Oh my gosh. Where does it count?
Right here.
Oh, 8,692.
That's it?
How many do you have?
29,303.
I delete my photos because I back them up to...
Oh, okay. I have photos, I think, from when we started college. Let me see. Let me see what my first photo is.
I back them up to Google Drive.
Oh, okay. My first photo is from September 7th, 2015, and it's in our sorority house.
Okay, that's completely insane. What's my first photo? My first photo is just since I got is 2021.
Oh, okay. So you delete.
I delete.
Look, here's a photo of you and me from 2015.
Oh my God, so cutiepatootie.com.
And here's another one of you. Should we show this to your viewers on your talk show?
Man, 2015. My eyebrows look the exact same.
Yeah, you have good eyebrows.
I do. And I always have. And I always have.
You know, that's the thing about eyebrows. You cannot go with the trends.
No.
People love to do that. Really thin eyebrows, now laminated eyebrows. And laminated eyebrows do look cool, but I think it's best just to go with your eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
What is your natural shape? And then you'll never look back at photos and be like, yikes, what was I doing?
Yeah, and I think we learned the hard way because, like, people a little bit older than us and some people our age who pluck their brows so hard during the early 2000s, some of those people's eyebrows never grew back.
No, and honestly, plucking eyebrows hurts. It hurts me so badly.
Yeah.
I could never overpluck.
Do you remember when
I had to take these things off.
you went to get your eyebrows waxed and the lady was like telling you how hairy your lip was? Do you remember this?
I remember getting my eyebrows waxed because I do it often, every couple weeks.
I thought you got them threaded.
I did that one time and I almost had a panic attack.
Because it was it hurt too bad?
Because I didn't drink coffee for like 3 years. After college, I didn't drink coffee for about 3 years.
Yeah, okay, I remember
Because
that.
a sip of caffeine and I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
And, but it was pumpkin spice latte season.
Yeah.
So me and my roommate at the time, we went and got a pumpkin spice latte. And I got a tall, being responsible.
Yeah.
I drank it. And then we went to get our eyebrows threaded for the first time. And the person's hands are like this.
Yeah.
You never know where they're going to be touching you. And it freaked me out.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting in that chair like hyperventilating.
What a heck of a day to get back into the coffee game, you know?
So anyways, I don't do that anymore. And I just get them waxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I get them waxed at a nail salon. It's always the best place. They always do such a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, one time the lady said something I didn't understand. So I said, what? And then I didn't understand again. So I said, what again? And then finally on the third try, I didn't want to say what. So I just said, okay.
And then she waxed your lip.
And then all of a sudden, hot wax is all over my lip. And, you know, if you've ever gotten your lip waxed, it's not just like a little spot. They just wax all over your lip. And then that hurts. That really hurts.
Yeah.
So don't just say okay when you don't understand what's happening.
I used to wax my lip myself. But since I've started doing retinol, the last time I did it, I started doing retinol like...
You were ahead of the game.
Yeah, 8-9 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that's when I was still waxing my lip. And when the first time I tried to wax my lip after using retinol, I tore a huge, enormous chunk of skin off of my lip.
Yeah,
never again.
They don't tell you that about retinol because I've been using it for maybe 2 years now. And yeah, I went and got my eyebrows waxed like recently after like using it, starting it. And yeah, it burned underneath. It burned like red and they scabbed. And luckily it didn't leave a scar or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't use it leading up to getting them waxed. Like I like wait 3 days with not using it and then I get them waxed.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh my gosh, you're a cat magnet.
Meow.
Fawcett, can you come see your aunt?
Meow.
Maybe she wants to hear you call her buddy.
Buddy. Buddy-o, girl.
Buddy-o.
Buddy-o.
What is your favorite memory of us?
Okay, this is a good one. This shows
Okay.
what good of a friend you are. How good of
Okay.
a friend you are.
Oh no, I know what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna count to 3. Say one word, and I'll say one word, and we'll see if it's the same story. Think of your word.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Urgent
Fever.
care.
Yes. Yes. Okay,
Exactly.
this is a good story. So we're in your miniature car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm really, really sick. Actually, I have 2 really nice stories. I'm really, really sick,
Mm-hmm.
and I call you,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I need to go to urgent care. Like, I'm really sick.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I don't know, May. It's hot
Mm-hmm.
in Missouri. It's
Mhm.
really warm. And so you pick me up, and I have a fever, though, so I am so cold. I'm in a coat. I get in your car, and we start driving, and I tell you that I'm so cold, and I ask if you can roll the windows up. And you do. And then I ask if you'll turn the heat on. And you do. And then, you drive me to urgent care, which was really sweet. Probably actually student health, so we didn't have money.
No, we had to go to like urgent care because I remember,
we did.
yeah,
Okay.
because I didn't know where I was going, and the drive
Yeah.
took so long, and it was getting so hot in the car.
Because
and
it was kind of on the
even though
outside.
I love you so much, you kind of smelled badly because you were like you were so sick.
I was so sick.
Is that the time your mom drove down?
I think actually, yeah. I think the next day she probably drove down.
Yeah.
But yeah, a really good friend because you just kept. It was like 90 degrees outside, and the windows were up, and the heat was on.
And I remember like sweat just went down my temple, and I was like, no, I'm having like a really good time.
Yeah, because I felt bad, but I was also really sick.
Yeah, you were out of it.
I think that was
remember.
our freshman year, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
but I remember the way you like looked like on the passenger seat. It was so sad.
I was so sick.
You were so sick.
Oh wait, let me think of the second story. I just forgot it.
We never roomed together. And that's the secret.
That's the secret. That's why we're still friends. I think if we would have lived together, we would not be friends.
Yes. You know what story I'm thinking of now?
What is it?
The time you bleached your hair.
Okay.
And you were in the shower and a big chunk fell out.
Yes.
And you said, "Do you think my hair is falling out?" And I said,
yes.
Yes. And then the third friend in the bathroom was like, "Why would you say that to her?"
And then I think you got kicked out of the bathroom.
Mhm.
And the third friend, who is still one of my best friends, self-explanatory there, sat beside the shower as I cried and my hair fell out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was so traumatic.
I think that was so traumatic.
Because I thought all of my hair was going to fall out, but only a little did. It was fine.
I will never, ever bleach my hair just from watching that.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend, personally. Yeah. I would not recommend that.
Yeah.
I really wish I could remember the story I was going to say earlier before the urgent care story. It was going to be really good. Oh, this is it. Okay. So we didn't have money in college.
No money.
Right? We didn't have money. And we went to engineering school, so we didn't work. And anyone watching this video who's an engineer and did work in college.
God's bravest soldier.
God's bravest soldier. So we didn't work. We just, had some government money, some money from your grandparents.
My grandparents are just now learning that they gave me money in college as they're watching this video.
Yeah. Anyways.
Loans. We had loans.
We had a lot of loans, which I don't recommend that at all.
Oh, no.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Anyways, whenever one of us would run out of money, we would then just start paying for the other person. So, you'd call me and be like, can I have some gas? So we'd go and get gas and I'd pay for your gas.
Yeah.
Or I might call you and be like, I don't have any food.
Yeah.
And then
we'd go to Walmart
We'd go to Walmart and you would buy me some food.
Yeah.
That was always really sweet.
That was sweet.
And it was good because we never usually ran out of money at the same time.
Yeah. And we were really good about like going back and forth.
Yeah, we weren't stingy with our loan money.
Obviously, because we were completely running out of it.
Now I wish I was stingier, and now I wish I never even had loans, and I do wish I worked in engineering school. But
yeah,
we can't do it all when we're 18.
Yeah, they should not let teenagers take out loans like that.
No, that's crazy. Okay, let's say the first number of how many student loans we have. Okay, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
27. That's the number of student loans you have, or that's the number?
That's 9 is the first number of the amount.
I have 27,000 in loans. You only have 9,000 in loans?
Okay. What are your current hyperfixations?
This one is problematic, but let's just get it out of the way.
Let's get it out there.
Trisha Paytas. I didn't know about her. Which I don't know how I didn't know about her. I didn't know about her until she had a baby, and I only found out because she announced she was having a baby right around the time that Pot Roast died.
Okay.
And I only know this because I saw this one single person change the course of my life forever.
Trisha Paytas?
No.
Okay.
This person posted a TikTok after Pot Roast had passed and after Trisha Paytas had announced her pregnancy. And it was like, if you tell me if I passed away right now, I would either meet Pot Roast the cat in heaven or be reincarnated as Trisha Paytas' baby. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. Who is Trisha Paytas? And then...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That person really sent your life on a spiral.
Yes.
I just found out who Trisha Paytas was because you talked a lot about her. And then I left your house after Thanksgiving and I saw the TikTok that I sent you of Trisha Paytas talking. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And I said, this is the first time I've ever seen a video with Trisha Paytas.
What are my other hyperfixations? Ruffle socks. I'm really obsessed with all things ruffle socks right now.
That's very Gen Z of you.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I feel like you have some very Gen Z tendencies. Butterfly clips.
I
don't know what else. I'm not Gen Z, so I'm not good at this stuff.
I did do space buns recently. That's kind of like an older Gen Z thing.
That is like Xenon. You remember Xenon Z3, Girl of the Future? I miss like old Disney Channel movies. Double Team?
No.
Do you remember that movie?
Uh-uh.
The basketball movie with the two tall girls?
No.
Oh wait, that one was fun. Oh my gosh, like Even Steven or Phil of the Future.
Phil of the Future didn't have a pinky toe. He said that evolution had gotten rid of his pinky toe.
Honestly, after this ski season, I'm sure I'll be missing a toe.
Skiing isn't right.
It's not right.
People should not be allowed to ski.
It's so dangerous.
It's beyond dangerous. It's unwell. It's not.
No. Sometimes you have to do it.
She wants attention. You're not giving her enough attention.
Oh, hello.
She likes to be pet like this.
Okay, good job. You're doing great.
Purr into the mic, Soup.
Brr.
Brr. She lives, laughs, and loves it. What are your hyperfixations?
Okay, let me think. Ooh, I'm really, really into herbal teas.
Really?
Yes. I love ginger tea. I think it's so good for you. And I think everyone should be drinking like 2 cups of ginger tea a day.
Okay.
If you have stomach issues, drink 2 cups of ginger tea a day. And after a week, see what happens. And then let me know in the comments.
I still have some of those ginger candies your mom gave me. I'm not a ginger girl. I do not like ginger.
I know. And not everybody does like ginger because it can be kind of spicy. But if you don't like that part, just steep it a shorter amount of time and it won't get as spicy.
So when do you drink tea? Like before bed?
Yeah, I'll drink a cup right when I wake up while I get ready for the day. And then I'll drink a cup sometimes in the afternoon after lunch. And then I'll drink one before bed.
Really?
I do ginger tea. Lately I've been doing some raspberry tea, raspberry leaf, nettle, oat straw, and nettle leaf.
I've never heard of those.
It's really good for your nervous system. So I've heard.
My nervous system could use.
Okay, well, I'll order you some. Come on.
I'm not a tea drinker. Do you have an electric kettle?
No. Honestly.
Do you boil water twice a day?
I just microwave a cup.
That's smart.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. You're okay. Bring it on.
Was that a beverage?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I just spilled a coffee all over your rug.
Yup.
Okay, other hyperfixations would be, oh my gosh, well, the books I just read. I don't know if that's a hyperfixation, but I cannot stop talking about them.
Oh, Fourth Wing and
Iron Flame.
Yes.
So good. I finished both.
Did you think about what I said about the appropriation of the Gallic language?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I didn't
think so. Is this the first unfinished series you've ever read?
No, this is only the second series I have ever read, actually.
Really? Oh, and the first was Twisted.
I read the Twisted series.
Yeah.
And there's just 4 books, and they were already all out, and I just read them in a row. And then this is the first like fantasy series I've ever read. I actually just started a book called The Terminal List, and I think it is a series. It's like a war book. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't read those kind of books. Don't ask me about it.
I don't want to read it. Is it nonfiction? Or it's like fiction but boring fiction?
It's fiction. And it's just like I think some of the events are in the book are loosely outlined by this guy's life. I think I'm going to start the ACOTAR series.
ACOTAR.
Is that it? ACOTAR.
You know what I just
People love that.
People love it. I don't think it's good, but I think it's like
her little paw touched my paw.
That's so sweet. I think that it's a really easily digestible piece of fantasy. Like, people who don't read a lot of fantasy love it.
Yes, and that's where I'm at.
They gobble it up.
Fourth Wing and Iron Flame were the first fantasy books I ever read, and I loved them. I thought they were so good and, like, interesting. So I think I would like ACOTAR. So I think I'll start reading that soon. Yeah, what are you reading?
Oh, I'm on a single mom.
Oh.
I've recently read 3 books in a row where the woman is pregnant, but it is not the hero's baby. Let me go to my Kindle app. Okay. By the way, I just want to express disappointment in myself because last year I read 85 books.
Okay.
And this year I have only read...
Oh my gosh, look at her paw moving.
She's making biscuits. So like...
I've never seen... Do cats have toes?
What do you mean?
Like, her paw just, like, split into separate pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, each thing is, like, attached to a nail. So, like, her paw looks like, not like a hand.
Her paw is really cute.
Yes, it's very cute, yeah. People who don't like cats really like Coupon. My grandma does not really like cats, is obsessed with the way Coupon looks.
Am I going to get a cat?
Absolutely not. No. No way.
Okay.
But anyways, this year I've only read
64
books. I set my goal of 65. Okay, so I read...
Let's see how many books I've read.
The Burns We Carry. It's about a woman who comes to like a small town when she's already pregnant. And I like this book because she found really good friends in the town, not just like a man.
So it's not just a love story.
Right.
I like that too.
Yeah. And then I read Curveball, which I didn't like, but at this point I can't afford to stop reading any books because I need to make it to the 65 number.
Yeah, less than 20 is a big difference.
And what am I reading now? P.S. You're Intolerable. And actually there is something really, really cute about this book. Okay. So he's like her grumpy boss. Okay. Right? And she's his secretary. And every day he has her write his schedule out on a piece of paper. Okay. And at the bottom, because she doesn't like him, she writes something to get her, stress out. Like, P.S. I hope both sides of your pillow are always warm. Or like, P.S.
And he reads it.
No, she snips it off the bottom, tucks it in an envelope, brings him his schedule. Okay. Just her little ritual of like, I don't like him. I'm going to keep this to myself. Yeah. Goes on maternity leave. Mm-hmm. Gets a replacement. The replacement writes out his schedule, but now he's handing him a different size piece of paper. Okay. The boss loses his mind. He's like, we need to get her back here. Why are these different sheets of paper? And he has the new assistant like bring him the notebook, and he's like, this isn't the same notebook. You're gaslighting me.
She uses a different notebook.
Yeah. And so eventually he looks through her desk and finds her little, she keeps every single strip of paper.
Oh no, she should have burned them.
And he goes to her house and he sees she like lives in a dump with a new baby. So he, moves her into his house, and then he leaves her notes every day.
Oh, he moves her into his house.
It's a book called P.S. You're Intolerable. Were you expecting realistic plot points?
Okay, keep going. Okay.
Then he starts leaving her notes with postscript at the bottom, but it's like all sweet, like P.S.
Okay.
There's a smoothie for you in the fridge or something.
Okay. And they fall in love?
Well, that's all I've read so far. I'm only like 50%.
Well, now if any of you wanted to read that book, you can. If I wanted to read that book, I'm good. I can start on page 195.
Yeah, I did pretty much sum it up. Okay, There's no other plot.
That sounds good. That sounds
Yeah.
good.
But I'm really on the trope of like, I'm just obsessed when like it's someone else's baby, but the guy takes care of it.
Because that makes you like have faith in men again.
It makes me, I don't know.
Okay, no problem.
I'm trying really, really, really hard to like men. Right now, I am at my highest,
Male to female ratio.
yes, on
Nice.
Yeah, on TikTok, 11% male following. That is the highest it has ever
That
been.
is so good.
For most of my like career, it's been around 7% male following. And on Instagram, I have 10% male following.
That is so good.
My following on YouTube is very different. There's a lot of men on YouTube.
That's awesome.
But
men love YouTube.
men love YouTube.
What is your favorite app? Social media app?
Goodreads. I love Goodreads.
I need to get on that.
You really do.
I need
I'll
to get
write
on that.
reviews all day long.
Mine's probably Instagram,
Yeah.
followed by TikTok.
Yeah.
Obsessed. I think if you asked a man his favorite social media-esque app would be YouTube.
Yeah.
They always are on YouTube.
Oh, they really are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big YouTubers.
I also like Goodreads because I'm not famous on there. And so what I post could not matter less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could leave a scathing review and no one will see it. And I do.
I love that.
One time I left a 1-star review that just said gross. And I stand by that.
Yeah, you have to for other people to know.
Yeah, it was 50 Shades of Grey too, so.
You read that book?
I read that book when I was 16 American years old.
And you thought it was gross?
Yes. No. Then I thought it was cool. Now, as an adult, I'm like, gross.
Yeah. Okay, I have read 15 books this year.
That's so many.
But I read.
Paper.
Yeah, I'm not really going to get into this whole listening versus reading thing.
These aren't the 65 is not audiobooks. This is all books I've read on my Kindle.
Oh, wow. That's actually insane then.
Yeah, I've read.
Oh, that's insane. You said that number and I instantly thought, oh, you've been listening.
Oh, you're trying to demean my accomplishments.
Well, you know, let's ask everybody else. Do you guys think if you listen to,
I can't see if the like whatever. At this point. Okay.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, are you in it?
Yeah. Wait, am I?
I can't see.
We're in it. I didn't move the camera stand.
Okay.
So it should be the exact same. I just moved the light.
Okay.
Where do we want to cut it? Let me ask everyone, or I want to ask everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so I was going to say before I got rudely interrupted by the camera dying, I was going to ask you guys if you think listening to a book counts as reading a book.
And I just want to kind of summarize. She came in here with a really elitist attitude, trying to put all of us audiobook listeners down. And then the camera kind of chose to actually shut it down for us. And the camera died. And then we went to McDonald's. And she had all that time to think about her actions.
And I just want to say that I am so sorry to everybody out there who listens to books and then when asked if they read, they say yes. I just wanted to say.
Should we wrap it up with that?
I think we should wrap it up.
And I think on that gorgeous elitist note, we'll wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up.
All right. Thank you for joining us. We live and laugh and love you. And we'll do our little...
Bum.
Mwah. Okay, bye. Love you.